Hey, everybody, Jim Cummings here. And if Tigger were here, he'd say, thanks, everybody, for bouncing on in here and enjoying the show. But before we go, I want you to do me a small favor. Hit like, subscribe, and give us a thumbs up if you're enjoying the show. Now, speaking of enjoying the show, enjoy the show.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Toon'd In with Jim Cummings. I am producer Chris, joined as always by the legend himself, Mr. Jim Cummings. How are you doing today, sir?
Hello out there, folks. Have we got a show for you today?
We sure do. None other than Carolina Ravassa is joining us today. You know her voice from Overwatch as Sombra, Valorant as Raze, and many, many more that we'll get into today. But thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
For taking time out of your day and coming down to play with us. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, it's an honor to be here. Are you kidding?
It's an honor to have you.
Thank you.
Very cool. So you're keeping busy on and off here. It looks like
Trying. If I'm not doing voices or conventions, I try and keep up with my talents. So taking class and I'm learning how to play. I say that I've been taking guitar lessons for years now, but I do it still weekly to force myself to talk to a teacher and enjoy.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah, thanks.
Wow.
It makes me happy. It's music therapy.
Your first musical venture?
No, I played the piano as a kid, and
good.
I just didn't keep it up. And
it's harder to lug around.
Yes, that's my excuse. Guitars you can take on a plane, but I do wish I'd learned the guitar younger because it's a great one to have.
Yeah, I agree. I think that about piano all the time. It's like, why didn't I? I play drums, but everybody get like, okay.
Tap in at the tables.
Now, do you sing too? Do you like to sing?
I can carry a tune.
Okay.
I did musicals when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And then I got to college, and I think I got intimidated by my peers who were a lot better. So I can sing, but I won't do Broadway. But I can sing a character and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
Look, there's one now.
Yeah, there you go. You just shimmy and then it comes out. Yeah.
That was not a hillbilly. That was a street girl.
Yeah, she does live in New York, and she has many jobs, so including smoking cigarettes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
It's interesting to me how many voice actors have musical backgrounds. It's like, I guess it's the same instrument or whatnot. But so many people ask you guys, what should I do to become a voice actor? And I feel like the answer should always be musical theater or play an instrument or sing. It seems so many, especially that we've had on this podcast, it's like in a band growing up, played music growing up, sung growing up, and it's like such a common theme that it has to influence somehow.
I think that for sure. My parents would play ABBA and the Beatles a lot when I was growing up, but I love languages, and I think that was the gateway for me. I speak a few languages and had a really good ear, so I imitate.
You speak several, correct?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Thanks.
Thanks. Portuguese?
Yeah, Portuguese.
Portuguese? Yes. Wow.
I grew up speaking English and Spanish, and then learned Portuguese and Italian. But I feel like that helps fine tune what you're hearing and imitating.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
it would have to.
Yeah.
Wow, good for you.
Thank you.
English is kicking my ass.
No, it's not. It's not. You do it very well.
I can speak. All right, I can talk.
I can do it in characters.
Fine. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you were born in...
I was born. And that's why I'm here.
Has it been working out since?
So far so good. Life is pretty cool. I was born and raised in Colombia, in Cali, Colombia. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a mix. My grandma was from Wisconsin, another grandfather from Spain, but then two others from Colombia. So that's kind of my genetic makeup. But grew up in Colombia speaking English and Spanish.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's pretty darn cool.
Did you always know you wanted to be a voice actor, or did you start wanting to be an actor on stage or on camera, or what was your first kind of spark of this is what I want to do as a living?
My mom was very good at observing what her three daughters loved, and I was a very hyperactive child. And so I auditioned for a musical when I was 4.5. And it was The Sound of Music, so I got to play Gretel, the youngest little girl of the family. And I just, oh my God, I loved it. Loved it. So I started doing plays in school, never professionally, just in school, and just loved it so much. And then just continued kind of, I was very hyper and
Yeah, you too, huh? Yeah, me
like
too.
Tigger. Tigger was a big
Yeah.
inspiration for me. Holy cow was my favorite character. And I felt like I had that bounce in me. So I definitely, it was something that, thank goodness my parents supported
Oh,
the
God,
weirdo
yeah.
in me, because it was definitely what, and I loved animation. I loved Robin Williams doing the genie in Aladdin.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Me too. Yeah, he was pretty good at that. He wasn't
he was
bad.
decent, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's how it was with me. I used to see, Mel Blanc and Paul Winchell were my early heroes early in the
Yeah.
day, and I can remember. I've said it before. I'm sitting there watching Mel Blanc doing this bit on the old Jack Benny program, and my dad goes, "You see this guy? He does all that Taz and Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck." And I said it before. I was like, I looked at him and I thought, well, nobody thinks he's weird. They think he's pretty cool. Maybe I'll just do that.
Yeah.
So I was 5 at the time, and it worked out.
Cool.
Yeah.
I wish I hadn't clocked that animation was an avenue for work.
Uh-huh.
I knew acting was.
Sure. Oh,
But,
yeah.
but the voice, like I loved cartoons. I would imitate, Mickey Mouse and the Woody Woodpecker. And I definitely tried to do Tigger's woo-hoo-hoo-hoo, but I obviously never succeeded at it.
Oh, good.
Good, because I would have taken your job.
Yeah, that's right.
But I didn't know we could work in
But
animation.
Woody Woodpecker, that's a good one, because not everybody, I mean, I remember him as a kid, and then they had a little brief revival, I don't know, like 15-something years ago. Can you give us some Woody?
Oh, no, I can't. I said I would imitate him, but I never said I did it well. I
okay.
just thought he was funny.
Even better. Can you give us some lousy Woody?
I can't even remember now. I
That's
can't.
pretty good.
I'm trying to recall it, but I don't.
Yeah.
As a kid, I just, obsessed over these, but I didn't do them well. No, I imitated my parents' friends. There's a German lady who talked about the strawberries. That kind of stuff would come out of my mouth.
Well, I've said it before. That's how I started. I would do impressions of my relatives, and that's, they didn't think it was all that much fun then.
Yeah, right.
But it's not too
your
bad.
Funniest relative?
Well,
or the one you enjoyed to imitate the most?
Well, my Aunt Grace, God rest her soul. Yeah, she was on Chippendale Rescue Rangers, and she was a detective there. How you doing? How are yins doing? Yins kids, you get down out of that tree there. And it was. And what can I say? I mean, that's actually kind of sounds like her.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool that we can channel these people we know to a character that then lives in cartoon forever?
And my Uncle Sam, he was what a guy there. I kind of used him for Leatherhead, and a combination of him and my old tugboat captain. I used to be a deckhand on the riverboats when I was a kid.
Holy cow. That's amazing.
And I put them together, and out came Leatherhead for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm sure you've talked about this a ton, but where did your Pooh voice come from?
Well, that one was easy. That was the late great Sterling Holloway. He was there in the '60s, when I was in the audience, and Winnie the Pooh had been out in those. There were 3 little shorts that they put together. That Disney put out. I guess he put them out before like feature films, because they're like 15, 20 minutes each. But somebody said, let's put these all together and release it as its own film. So it was these 3 shorts, 20 minutes together, and added up to an hour and plus minutes. And it won an Academy Award in 1960, whatever it was. I don't even remember. And it was crazy because they went away for like 20 years. They won an Academy Award, then did nothing. And which is fine, because I've said it before, it gave me a chance to grow up and perfect my Winnie the Pooh and Tigger.
Yeah.
So that worked out. Now I'm, for the past 40 years, I've been doing it.
That's crazy.
Literally most of my life.
How cool.
Yeah, that's not
How
bad.
special. Yeah.
Now I get to hang out with you.
Yeah, we get to hang out. Absolutely.
See?
I love this.
So this is working out great.
Yes, it is. I was born and it's working out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, we've crossed paths at conventions. And when I first started doing conventions, I didn't understand the reactions of the people coming. They were so excited to hear me do my Sombra voice. And I didn't understand why they were geeking out so much. And then I heard you do poo, and then I understood because it did take me back to my childhood.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, I get.
That's what happens.
Yeah, I hadn't. It does this thing that's not intellectual. It just takes over, and you go, and all of a sudden you're transported. And so I was able to kind of then understand it in myself to understand why they were in line for me. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And video games are interesting too because like not only are you hearing the voice, but like a lot of the times you are that character. Like you're controlling that character. Like when we had David Hayter on, like, probably like last year, and you know he voices Snake from the Metal Gear Solid series. And man, when he does his voice, it's like it struck me so much harder than like any of the, you know, cartoon voice actors we've had, because like I put undoubtedly more hours as that person, quote unquote, you know, while I was enjoying that medium. And it's like this, I don't know, it's just like this weird little like extra connectivity. And I think that's why people are so drawn, especially in this modern day and age when video games are so cinematic and, you know, so realistic. You know, it's like, like, oh my God,
like
that was like the
movies.
voice in my head while I'm playing. It's interesting.
You're playing in first person and you're making the decisions, but also things happen with certain voice lines. So if you're about to use your magical ultimate power, you say a line. You're dying, you say a line, or you know, there's interactions that mean things, and so it triggers this like visceral emotion that's like, oh, in game, the adrenaline of what happened. And so I think it's even more,
For sure. It's like when Captain America says assemble, you know, like something's happening with that voice line. It's like a call to arms. It's it changes the whole, your adrenaline's going while you're playing. It's like, oh man, this is going to be intense, or it is intense, or yada, yada, yada.
You understand, right? When you play all the first person shooters online against all those 12-year-olds. Because those are hard. They're too fast for me. I don't
well, I do sell armaments in, not Call of Duty,
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto, yeah.
Oh, heck
Yes.
I'm the guy that sells. I've told it before. My nephew called me up years ago. He goes, Uncle Jimmy, did I just buy a rocket launcher off of you in an old gas station? I go, what are you playing? He goes, Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, that was me.
That's great.
Did I give you a good price? He goes, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know.
Which, the first one? The first GTA?
5.
Same. I'm in that one too. Cool.
Yeah. Did I sell you anything? And
No, I'm also, you can hire me to drive. I'm a cheap driver, so hire me for heist. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Good to know.
And I think I might die.
Oh.
I think my storyline, but you can use me for a while. And
You're like one of the characters that like you choose
come
through the
upon me,
story.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You could choose to say goodbye to?
You have to like go rob banks and stuff, and then like you get like a crew where like you get to choose from, and like you can choose like each of them have like skills. This is going on a tangent, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
Yeah, everybody out there, they know.
So like if you choose the person with like low driving skills, you know, they might take less of a cut, you know, your end cut of the robbery, but then there's a higher chance of it like going wrong because they're a bad driver. While you're playing the game, it's like, oh, they're a bad driver, and so they crash, and now we have to do the rest of the heist on foot or whatever.
Like baby driver.
Exactly. I'm a good driver and I charge cheap, but also when you come upon me, I'm already wounded. So I might be bleeding
there you
out.
go. There's
and
a
that's
complication.
Why, you know,
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's good. That's no fair.
I know.
Starting off with one foot in the grave
Gutter.
or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the gutter. Yeah, that's what I meant. I meant to say gutter.
It really is the great.
What's it like working with Rockstar Games? Because you did Red Dead Redemption 2, if I'm not mistaken, as well, right?
Yeah.
And is Max Payne?
Max Payne 3 as well. Yeah.
That's Rockstar as well, right? Yes.
That's when I used to live in New York City in that rat race we were talking about earlier. And it's motion capture in those 3 games. And it's a lot of fun. I feel like it's very freeing because, you know, you're kind of in a wetsuit with little balls all over. And
Oh, yeah. You do that too, huh?
I do that too.
That's, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did that sort of once for Cat Dog. And then Hondo.
And
Hondo Onaka.
you did motion capture for Cat Dog?
Well, it was Tom Kenny and I were sitting next to each other, and we did it live, which was so weird because we're sitting there with these stupid balls all over, and they were animators sitting there assigning movements, and it was very limited. It was like,
funny.
oh no, now what, and it wasn't.
It was like motion
rewarding.
capture to essentially like create a live performance of a cartoon.
Yeah, it was live
Okay,
performance.
okay.
That was the rub of it. That was the thing, because it's like, wait, a live cartoon. How could that?
I see. Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, it killed an afternoon.
And you were the half cat or the half dog?
I was cat. I am cat.
I should know this, but
Yeah. No,
I have dyslexia, so the dogs and the cats, they just get mixed up for me. Yeah.
Yes, there you go. That's my excuse too.
Dyslexia?
Yeah, sure. What were we talking about?
That's just forgetfulness.
Oh, no, wait. Oh, that's right. No, that's
amnesia.
wait, it's reading dyslexia. Never mind. Well, it's like I was saying.
But yeah, Rockstar Games in New York, you're doing the motion capture out there. What was like the process, like working with them?
My characters weren't ever super important, so I got to do a lot of, I guess, glorified extra work. Just long days on set, mocap. It's fun. Everyone on the team's great. They just assign us different characters. Right now you're a cowboy doing this.
And it's just on the spot.
Yeah, because they just need people filling these kind of like holes of stuff. And so once I was a lady in waiting, and then another time I was some surfer dude in GTA and just walk in and buy a taco. So it's kind of like character work because they're gonna put whatever image they want on you. So she could be an old lady sweeping, or a cowgirl, or all sorts of things. So it was just kind of like, okay, it doesn't matter what I look like. I'm just going to embody this character.
So do you have improv experience? I mean, that sounds kind of like intimidating for them to just rattle off different characters and say, go, go, go.
I did take improv, but that was later. I guess up until then, it was just, I like doing characters. So, I don't know, as an actor, I mean, I trained in theater in Boston, so I knew about. And then I'm a weirdo. So she's an old lady. Okay, maybe she has has a funny walk or something. And I was always doing voices just for fun. So I think it just kind of came. It came naturally.
Yeah. Same here. I was just an annoying kid, and I cashed in on it.
And you grew up in California?
Well, Youngstown, Ohio.
And you came out here though to do the voice thing.
Mm-hmm.
You knew
a long time ago. I lived in New Orleans for a good long while. And then got married, moved to California, and I started doing this within the first year and a half.
Wow, that's not what happens to people who come out here these days. They take 10 years or more to make it happen.
Yeah, well, I was very, very fortunate. I won't bore you with this, but I there was a guy that came into my video store, and he knew a guy who was hiring.
Oh my gosh!
And so he sent me out on. I didn't even have an agent. I went out and I auditioned, and I got the gig. And it was Dumbo Circus, and it was 65 episodes. So it went on for a year and a half, and it just completely eclipsed
Holy cow.
My 50 hour a week job that I had. And so, and then at the end of that time, I had an agent, and so I'm now here I am.
You scoff.
Yeah.
I
know, because it's the story. It's not an overnight success, but it was a quick one.
Yeah. It took about a month. Wasn't quite overnight.
Okay, success.
See how much worse it was.
Oh, I'm so sorry you had to wait a month.
I know.
But then when you started doing Pooh and Tigger, though, how often would you record?
With Pooh and Tigger, we did so many series. The first one was The New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, and that went for a couple of seasons, couple of years. And then The Book of Pooh, and there was Winnie the Pooh and Tigger 2, and My Friends, Tigger and Pooh. There was always, a lot of Pooh.
Yeah.
A lot of pooing going on. A lot of bouncing. But
Pooing and bouncing, I don't know if those go well together. But.
Yeah, no, they don't. You don't want to. But and we just now wrapped the latest iteration of the Mickey Mouse Club because I'm Pete.
Oh, great!
Yeah, and that's been going on for like 30 years in one storyline or another.
That's great.
So so.
You just reminded me. Growing up in Spanish, it's not Winnie the Pooh. It's just Winnie Pooh.
Winnie Pooh. That's
Winnie
right.
Pooh.
And Oso Pooh was another one, right? Isn't that from Brazil?
Oh, Oso Pooh. No. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, maybe in Portuguese they've translated it to Oso Pooh, but in Spanish we don't say the bear part.
Yes.
Because also means bear, but it's just Winnie Pooh. But I don't think Latinos. I mean, there's just no. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I hear it at convention. Oh, Winnie Pooh.
Winnie Pooh.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's too good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Did you ever ask why he doesn't wear pants?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's because he doesn't have to.
Great.
See?
But he does have to wear a shirt.
But he does have to
God
wear a shirt.
forbid
Go
he
figure
shows
that.
The top. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Tigger doesn't wear a shirt and the fact that he's a cartoon character and a stuffed animal. There's that.
And that too. Sorry,
So
I'd forgotten.
I'm off the hook.
Yeah, true.
It's not like I'm out there. No, we don't want to even think about that. So, quick, change the subject.
That'd be great, yes. And moving on.
Yes.
Moving on. So did you come to LA to pursue your career as well, or you went to New York first?
Yeah, I finished school in Boston and moved to New York for one more year of training, film and TV there. And then for 10 years, I auditioned for, a bunch of indie films and did a bunch of indies no one's ever seen.
Oh, that's
As
cool.
it goes?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, and I did a little boy voice. His name was Cesarito, Little Caesar, and that cartoon went nowhere, sadly. So, but that was the first I like this thing. But I was doing mostly live action and a little bit of voiceover for commercial work in Spanish because agents were like, oh, we need Spanish, and so I was doing McDonald's and Burger
You're
King.
in the right place. Yeah.
For the radio, yeah, but it didn't feel fun, Then I eventually, out of New York, I auditioned for Overwatch, and they're made by Blizzard, and luckily they were auditioning all over, not just in LA.
And that was in 2010?
No,
2015?
oh my gosh, yeah.
Yes.
Or 2016 is when my character came out. It's all blurring together, but. But that was my first taste of a big character in a video game that was worldwide explosive.
Yeah. What did you know about Overwatch previous to
Nothing.
that? Nothing.
No, I didn't even Google it because everything had code names at the time. So I just assumed it didn't. I would find nothing. I'm glad I didn't because I would have probably been a little bit nervous or something. And I didn't know my character was important. All the characters are in Overwatch. I just didn't know much. But when my character came out, I was like, oh, wow. And then Instagram and Twitter started, hey, are you? And then I started getting invited to conventions. And that's when I was like, what the heck kind of world have I tapped into here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. And so now I've traveled the world. I mean, I've been to places I never would have imagined thanks to this video game because there are gamers all over that love.
That's true.
Yeah. It's pretty
Wow.
crazy.
That's awesome.
It
Yeah.
sure is. That game was, really like a phenomenon. It seemed like out of nowhere. Because it was like there was hero shooters before, but then all of a sudden I feel like this one really pushed it into the mainstream.
I think they did a really good job of creating really amazing characters that were super diverse, super interesting. They're from all different countries, all different races. They all have really cool abilities. So it doesn't feel like they're all military dudes or they're all, and so I feel like people really felt represented, For a while I was the only Hispanic character on the game. So all the Latinos from everywhere, oh my gosh, Sombra, and it felt good because she wasn't all the negative stereotypes that the industry has placed on us, it was all the opposite. So it felt really refreshing.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody was happy.
Everybody was happy.
All the food groups were represented, right?
Yeah. And they keep representing them more and bringing out more characters,
Oh, that's great.
And in video games too, they're also like all ages. It doesn't, there's an older woman in Overwatch, and people love Ana. She's not. There's no ageism in there. It's super cool. So
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
yeah.
Wow.
And
Who'd have thought it, right? All those years ago that such a thing. I mean, because they weren't even a thing when I was first starting.
Yeah.
Video games.
I know it kind of sucks to see at conventions. Like I'm thinking specifically of I forget his name,
Good
but
old
the
what's
actor who played CJ in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. It was just like so polygonal, polygonal. I don't know how to say that word. I don't know, but it was consisting of a lot of sharp edges, and the graphics aren't what it was today.
Yeah.
And seeing the contrast, of the attention he gets compared to, oh my God, I'm sorry.
Steve Ogg from GTA 5. Or
Yeah, he is. Yeah, but I'm thinking of the black guy.
from what game?
Oh,
From GTA as well?
Yeah.
Not T.
How do I not remember his name?
We'll cut this part out.
Correct me in the comments. Anyway, but just to see the difference, and even of TC Carson, you know, and my dad, you know, playing 2 iterations of God of War, you know, just because it wasn't really in that like cultural zeitgeist yet, to see like the difference very clearly. You know, how it's changed.
I also think the timing of social media made it something interesting, because now we were accessible to Comic-Con goers.
Yes.
They can reach out to us. We have a presence where we can share stories and you know, film videos. And so they're like, oh, wait, what? This person is going to be in my city? I can go meet them?
Yeah.
Otherwise, we wouldn't have been up with all of this, you know? It's very immediate. And I feel like that helped Overwatch for sure.
Sean Fontino, that's his name.
That's what I was going to say.
Yes.
There we go. Cut that out of the way.
Yep. Great. Yeah.
We've made it.
3 a.m. you would have been like, dog, can't have a
exactly.
Yeah.
I got it. I remember.
And if we could cut this out, but I have to bring this up. So, to my understanding, there was like major advancements in 3D technology because of the fan fiction that people did about the characters in Overwatch. Have you ever heard about this?
Oh, I don't know about that. Tell me more.
All right.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's like kind of risque, but like apparently, like, you know, these fans were like so obsessed with these characters and they're attractive, you know, some of them, you know, and they made some enhancements and, you know, their bodily parts and, you know, posted it on internet.
I do know that the
segments
dark
that are
websites had an uptick in Overwatch porn.
Yes.
And they were very, very, very popular.
Yes, but apparently, like, the attention to detail that they put in, you know, making the breasts jiggle and the butts literally, like, advanced 3D modeling based off, like, hobby fan fiction.
Oh, my God.
I did not work on those. I only voiced Sombra in game.
I'm not insinuating that.
I don't make the sounds. However, you know, the sounds of when we die could be similar to other sounds, so they might have taken those out of context. And
interesting.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, okay. Well, I can kind of see that.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't it called that little death?
Yeah.
In very poetic terms.
La petite morte. Is it in French, isn't it?
Yes.
Absolutely. That's what an orgasm is, supposedly. A little death.
A little
Go
death.
ahead, try this at home, kids. or don't.
All you 13-year-olds listening.
Yes. Meanwhile, hey.
I didn't ask what your demographic
how
was.
about those? I don't know. That's a good question.
You should look it up.
What is our demographic? It's you.
It's 18 to 35 predominantly.
Okay, great.
Yeah, more on the upper side
Love it.
upper side of that demographic.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Millennials like myself, like
Yeah.
I'm like almost right in the middle of who listens to this.
Yeah.
Because we were kids and, you know,
Right. Pooh makes
we
sense
liked
to us.
all, you know, and then
But Darkwing Duck, too.
The terror that flaps in the night.
Heck
Thank you, Goslin, for bringing me up. Yes, well, yeah, and Darkwing's coming back. I don't know if I mentioned that before, other 18 times.
Holy
but,
cow.
Yeah, we shall see.
Do you ever plan on retiring? No.
Nah, what's to retire from?
I that's what when I try and plan for my retirement, you know, they ask, when do you want to retire? I'm like, honestly, I don't ever want to retire, but for the sake of this exercise and to see how much I should be saving every year, you know, let's say like 79. But no, I don't. I don't want to retire. I want to work till I die.
Yeah,
It makes me happy.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, June Foray, God rest her soul, she worked right up till almost 100
Did
years
she
old.
die in the booth?
Not quite.
Imagine
Bless her
that.
heart. Oh my gosh. Well, I think somebody, Dick Cavett. Dick Cavett was back in the day had, and I can't think of who it was. This poor actor was sitting out there, and they went to commercial, came back from commercial, and he was
Oh my goodness.
dead
Oh my God.
no way.
on TV.
Holy cow.
Yeah, and
What a way to go.
yeah, I know. I mean, what a way to go. But
Hey, it happens. It's going to happen when it's going to happen.
you know, I mean, it's not a bad way to
No.
go. Little public.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
They liked being in the limelight.
Yeah,
One
well, they are now.
Yeah.
Now you can Google that and find out who it was. I feel terrible. I should remember that.
Yeah.
But it's not like he's going to call me up
Exactly.
and bitch.
Hey,
So do you play video games? I saw that you have a Twitch channel, correct?
Oh,
I have a Twitch, but
Yes.
that was a pastime in the pandemic. I was actually interviewing voice actors
Gotcha.
from other video games just to connect with the community and,
Yeah.
ask them about their career and their trajectory. And I loved learning and getting to know them. And well, it's a lot of work, so I commend you guys. And then, the world opened up again. And so I started going to conventions in person. And I really do like talking face to face rather than through a screen.
Yes.
So, I did that for a bit and I loved it. But now I'm back in the real world.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do make a lot of videos for
You hear that, Twitchers?
in the real world.
You're not in the real world.
Yeah.
traveling the world to meet them face to face. But I do enjoy connecting with people face to face more than on the computer.
Sure.
So.
Well, it's nice that we have that accessibility, that we have that technology to be able to do that. Because sometimes I'm a big advocate for always doing interviews in the studio, but not everybody lives in LA.
Right.
And like even then, we'll bring the podcast on the road. And like this past weekend, we were in Houston, do a couple on the road.
Cool.
Because it's just so much. I mean, look, it's an easy setup.
Yeah.
Like it literally fits in this bag.
Amazing.
And it's just so much like the energy that you get, is just like, and that's like I'm going to go on my own tangent here for a second, but tell me how you feel about this. But like auditioning, I miss so much being in the room for auditions and like sharing that energy and like, feeling like, I don't know, just something in
getting
the room.
the feedback too.
As opposed to like on screen, it's like, in my opinion, like one little, correction, you might do this on an audition, you're way too, profiled on your audition. In real life, they would just say, look over here.
Yeah.
And when they're looking at the auditions, it's like next, they don't know the technical part next,
Yeah, or even if you're doing a decent job, but you just kind of didn't get the right tone and you could have gotten a quick adjustment and it would have been very different.
Yeah.
We're like, hey, this is a comedy, not a drama. Let's start again. But I feel like I miss being able to
especially in New York. I mean, if you were in New York, I feel like that's a big energy city and you were probably going in person a lot.
I would get nervous sometimes though. So I'll say like self-tapes help sometimes. You don't have to worry about the person on the other side. But I miss being able to, talk to the human and just have a sense of did somebody even look at my tape? We don't know anymore. And for voiceover particularly, I do like in person. I hate not knowing, what our MP3 where it ended up and how long did they listen and sometimes it feels like we're just sending stuff out into a void. So
for sure.
Yeah, which agency are you with? Should we ask?
Sure, I'm with Atlas. I'm very happy.
There we go.
They take good care of me. Yeah.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Nice folks over there.
Yeah.
Good.
I started off with Abrams back in the day, and then it turned to A3. And they, it just
and then it
that was in
turned
New
to
York.
a puff of smoke.
And then it disappeared. Yeah.
So you're working your way going through alphabetically.
I'm trying.
Okay.
I don't know is there a B?
Probably.
Yeah.
But we won't talk about them yet. They're not on deck yet. You'll have to wait.
Exactly.
All right.
And who are you with? You don't need agents. You do your own thing.
Well, that's true. No, but Jeff Danis, my good old buddy from he started at IPN. He's the D in DPN.
Cool.
And now he keeps me busy.
Amazing.
He's a great guy. Yeah. And so far, but you can't have him. Just kidding. But it's okay.
You've not only been a performer, but you've directed as well and produced, if I'm not mistaken. Tell me if my research is correct.
It could be misleading. I did my own web series on my YouTube channel where I do a bunch of sketch comedy characters. And I just filmed that on my own and I did my own improv and then I edited it together and I created these characters. So that was kind of one thing. And then I produced a film in the pandemic and I played the main character, but I didn't write or direct. But I kind of found the funding and made it happen. Ta-da. So I didn't direct it. But I guess I directed myself in my web series because nobody was helping me do that. I just did it on my own.
Back then, you had no choice, I would think.
Well,
pandemic-wise.
That one, that one started before the pandemic, but it was really out of, I felt like I didn't have the funds to, produce a short film and pay a DP and pay an editor and pay and so then I was like, what could I do on my own that doesn't cost anything, but that I can create something.
To stay creative.
Yeah,
so
because
cool.
then you just go stale and cry yourself into a puddle. So it was me trying to, and then I think out of that though, that gave me some tools and characters to really get my voiceover going, because I hadn't done a lot of voiceover characters. But my sketch web series, I got the manager. She kind of talks like this. She's a Jewish lady from New York, and then I got this like Puerto Rican, and she lived in New York, but like her parents are from Puerto Rico, and so she got attitude and stuff. And so then all of these sort of, I
like her.
She's fun. She's very fun, and she's outspoken. And then I have this Mexican guy. His name is Roberto. He used to work at a kitchen in New York City.
Oh,
yeah. So I did some sketch characters that were dudes, but the reason was to kind of like expand my characters, and now sometimes I'll take those into animations. I'll be doing I was on a Disney show for 2 seasons, and I played the mom, and she's Venezuelan, so she speaks in a particular way.
What show's that?
It's called Hamster and Gretel.
Oh, okay.
Same creator as Phineas and
Hamster
Ferb.
Gretel. Right.
Yeah, Dan Povenmire. And it's based on a mix of his ex-wife and my friend's mom. So she's from Venezuela, and she talks like this because the accent is very heavy, but she's a very smart woman, and she has a deep voice down here. But if I'm going to play another character in that episode, I kind of pull it out of my sketch bag, like, oh, okay, is she Puerto Rican? Is she an old lady? So.
Wow, that's pretty good. That's pretty darn amazing. It's hard. I've often found like, how many English accents, British accents can you do? And it's here you're doing, Brazilian, then Venezuelan, and then Puerto Rican and Mexican. There's a lot of Latin.
There is.
A lot of Latinas out there.
Yeah.
A lot of different ways to go.
Well, at the beginning, it just used to say Latino, and it didn't really specify. And for us Latinos, we'd go, and for me, who's an accent lover, I'd be like, well, what do you want? Like, Sofia Vergara is very much like this, and she's from Colombia, and it's a very particular accent.
Yes.
But then you got the New Yorker who doesn't speak Spanish, but she grew up in New York, like Rosie Perez or whatever.
That's right.
And so it's like, and then you got Chicanos, and they grew up in LA, and they have a little different sing-song.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, so you're like, what do you want? But now they're very specific, and they're like Cuban from Miami. And we know the difference because there are people,
Yeah.
I guess it's like Southern. Not all Southern's the same. You got to go, what's Mississippi versus Alabama versus Georgia,
You can speak to that with Shredder.
Yeah, with the...
And Ray. Shredder Ray.
Yeah, Ray is a... He's a Cajun. He's from down there in the swamp, yeah.
He's from the Princess and the Frog.
They pass a good time out there, yeah. Oh, you see that? That's good eating right there. Yeah. And I was a deckhand, and I just absorbed all that. And I took Leatherhead was my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and he was an alligator, and I just made him sound like my first tugboat captain. That was his name, yeah, Léonce Leblanc. He was from Napoleonville. And that's just how he sounded, so I just stole him.
Yeah.
Him and my Uncle Sam were kind of like kissing cousins, but they never met.
Oh, boy.
I put the two of them together.
So great.
And I've done that before. We've talked about it. If you put like a character you don't do very well with another character you don't do very well, put them together and you have a brand new character that you do very well. So do you pull that one?
Well, I have voice matched once upon a time J-Lo. But then, they asked me to audition for, voice matching Cardi B and Rosie Perez, and I don't do them well. But when I'm trying, I purse my lips, and then something happens. So it's a character. It's not Rosie. It's just inspired by her.
Wait, so what did they need a voice match Cardi B for?
Yeah.
I can't remember, but maybe she was maybe if she was in a documentary speaking and the sound was off, they just don't want to bug her.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was for, and there was probably an NDA or something.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what it was, but I've tried some voice matching, and it had. I once did a Shakira voice match, but they just wanted to produce a commercial. To show her what it would be like if she was in it, and then she approved, and then she did it.
Interesting.
So
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like a spec.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they pay us to do that. So, and I did one for Sofia Vergara, and when I got there, they said, "Don't do it too well because she might get offended. And I was like, so you want me to you want me to do a mediocre Sophia? And so I just thought that was funny. And she probably wouldn't get offended, but I can't remember what I did, but there's just a lot of listening and imitating, it's.
Yeah.
I admire people who voice match. It's really an amazing talent.
Lifestyles of the rich and the famous, huh?
Yeah.
Just like have somebody do it for me, and then if I like how I sound, I'll do it for real.
Yeah.
What a crazy world.
That's too funny.
That's true. That's a nice thing to be able to demand, I guess.
Yeah, my time is literally
Weird
so
thing.
valuable that I'm not even going to test. Have somebody else. Pay somebody else
Show
to
me what it
test
would be
for
like.
it.
Yeah.
Do me, and I'll let you know if I like what they did, and then I'll let you pay me to do what they did.
Do what they did, but pay me a lot more.
Yes. That's true.
Do you do great impressions or voice matching? Some
here and there.
I've seen you on Twisted Tunes before, but that was years ago.
Good old Twisted Tunes.
That was a long time ago. Yeah, well, I guess
Jeremy Irons.
Jeremy Irons is one.
Yeah.
And,
As
For
Scar.
Lion King, have you had to?
Yeah.
cool.
yeah.
He sung "Be Prepared."
Oh,
I sung at the ending of the "Be Prepared," and "In the Dark of the Night" from Anastasia, and that was Christopher Lloyd.
Oh.
He was Rasputin. So I was the singing Rasputin. I was I do a lot of bad guys apparently.
yeah.
But one Winnie the Pooh, and you get to do 12 bad guys and still break even.
Absolutely.
So it's not bad.
So you do sing.
Yeah.
Well.
Oh yeah, I sing. Yeah, you've heard me sing a lot. You probably don't remember the California Raisins, but I was the lead singer for California Raisins.
Heck yeah. Good for you.
Now.
Wow.
Now.
That's something to brag about.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't dance. I didn't have to dance.
Who was the manager? Every time you talk about the California Raisins, I'm always reminded of that scene in Straight Outta Compton. There's a scene in Straight Outta Compton, and he's trying to sign NWA. And, he's like this little white Jewish guy, he's young. And they're like laughing at him. They're like, he's like, I produce the California Raisins. And then they're like, the California Raisins, like we're gangster rappers. He's like, yeah, I was laughing too until the checks started clearing. And then they're like, what? Like you made this much money? Okay, we'll sign with you.
Yeah.
I was just curious if you could put a name to that actual person.
Oh gosh.
Manager of the California Raisins, I guess.
It was
so
Brian
funny.
Cummings, no relation, but he played.
Say.
Oh God! Oh God! It's right on the tip of my tongue. Not Zero. Not he was a what the hell was he? He was a rutabaga or something.
Oh, that's so great. I did not expect you to say that.
Well, we were
hilarious.
raisins. There was raisins and everybody was a vegetable or a fruit. The sweet currants were the girl backup singers. They were the three.
Of course.
And they were the sweet currants.
I love it.
They were cherries.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were, but anyway.
Funny.
And if it comes to me, wait a minute. Oh, good. It's right
With that
next to
tip
me.
of your tongue, the rutabaga.
Talk amongst yourselves.
It'll come to you in a second.
It'll come to me, and I'll just Tourette it out.
I don't know if I've
Rudy,
ever.
no. Yeah.
Rudy the rutabaga.
Rudy.
It'll
Call
hit,
us,
it'll
call
hit you
in
when we're
if you-
talking about something random.
Yeah.
Yeah. that's how
I
it
don't know
goes.
if I've ever actually tasted a rutabaga.
I don't think it's a real thing. I think it's just a funny name.
No, it's a vegetable. It looks like a big potato or something.
I know. I'm just kidding.
I thought people were mispronouncing it like with a Boston accent. I thought it was rutabaga. And they were saying it's a rutabaga. No R at the end. It's a funny word,
It is.
Yeah.
So Overwatch comes around, you get the part as Sombra. Would you say that role changed your life?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was like the first thing you realized about like, oh, this is my new trajectory now?
Well, it really helped me during a dark time because after Sombra came out, 2 months later, my heart got shattered by a 10-year partner. So I was dealing with heartbreak, but being invited all over the world to meet people. And so I was going through the
So it
biggest
was a
breakup.
good distraction.
Holy cow. It got me out of bed. It gave me joy. It gave me a new family. The Overwatch voice actors are amazing people. I mean, Fred Tatasciore is one of them.
Yeah.
D. Bradley Baker. You know, I got to meet people I would have met otherwise. Who Jen Hale gave me great advice. One of the reasons I moved out was Jess Harnell and Jen Hale. We met them in Australia at a con, and they were like, "Why aren't you in LA? That's where the voice acting is." And I was like, "I don't know, because I'm in New York, trying to make it." They're like, "Move out and you'll do well in LA." And it was kind of that push I needed. And
good advice.
yeah. Because I thought I was auditioning for a lot of voice work in New York, and then I got here and realized, oh, this is where the really fun stuff happens, you know, video games and animation. So meeting voice actors at cons was a huge thing. Meeting the fans all over the world was amazing and helped my soul, you know. It was so much love and excitement. And then moving out just also gave me this whole new view of voiceover, and I started working in animation more and then other video games, and then I started expanding my characters and my accents, and so now I'm a proper voice actor, you know, and I do mostly voices rather than film and TV, and I love it, you know. They never used to know what to do with this pale Latina because I didn't look Hispanic enough.
Right.
But it doesn't matter if you're just listening to me, you know, I sound like what they want it to sound like. So I get to do a lot of cool characters. And another video game character is Raze from Brazil.
I was just about to bring that up.
Yeah, and I had lived in Brazil for a little bit doing an exchange program. So I learned Portuguese, and I know how to speak English with an accent from Brazil. You know, like this. It's very different. You think it's like Latino, but it's not. It's very different. Sometimes if I exaggerate, it's like very weird because the ch's happen. It's very weird, man. But fun. It's weird. Yeah. So that gave me Raise, and that was, you know, years after my heart had been healing some more. And the crazy thing is that the guy who directed me ended up being my husband. So
Well, look at that.
so Overwatch and Valorant really changed my life.
Yeah, Valorant was
for
another
sure.
huge game.
It was huge. It is huge. Esports right now are really big, and the Valorant family is great in terms of the voice actors and the community.
good.
So yeah.
Yeah, those are both
good.
like really big competitive games, huh? In like the esports
Yes.
realm. Yeah.
Yeah, there's actual esports, you know, they happen in Saudi
Wow.
Arabia
Arenas.
or Paris or
I went to that one. Have you ever been to the one in the
seen
MGM
one.
Grand
Yeah.
in Vegas? There's like
Oh,
a massive
not yet.
esports.
Not yet.
I went in there one day. I was just in Vegas and I just happened to be staying at the MGM, and I was like, I need to go check this out. Like I heard about it, you know,
Yeah.
being constructed. I was like, they built a stadium. And I go in
that's
there
insane.
and I was just like, I get the chills thinking about it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it was empty when I went in there. You know, I was just like found an open door and just kind of let myself in, explored around. But I was just sitting there and like in the audience, and I was like, this would be such a cool experience to like watch the people up on stage, you know, competitively playing, everybody in the audience. Like what a new phenomenon, you know, like, and like so many people are into it.
Well, I went to one of the Valorant finals at the Forum here.
Oh, yeah.
Where
Oh, wow.
people do huge concerts, and it was
Yeah.
packed. And then
Oh, my
it was the
God.
opening ceremonies, and there were fireworks inside. Like I couldn't believe it. It seemed like a concert for
Yeah.
Beyonce. It was crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really
I
fascinating.
can't imagine
to me.
that. You know, and staring at screens.
Huge money on the line. Huge money on the line.
Wow.
But then
sure.
also, like, I'm mind boggled by the fact that I go to Kuwait or Bahrain in the Middle East or the Philippines or Argentina, and they play these games all over. It's, you know, it's
Absolutely.
absolutely, you know, the worldwide. It's crazy.
Yeah. And do you ever do them in the other languages?
Unfortunately, I haven't yet. I would love to dub myself.
Sure.
I'm working on a game where I play a Colombian character now, and I can't talk about the game, but I'm Colombian. I would love to dub myself.
yeah.
I think they have dubbing teams in their localization teams
Yeah.
do the things, and so they might not let me, but I would love that.
Well, you
stay
can
true
save
to their
them money
people.
by you charging them double.
Right? Exactly. I'm like, hey, and I've even said like I'll do dubbing rates because dubbing does pay less. Just because
Yeah.
I love being able to connect, especially with the Hispanic audience, like the South American audience down there. It's special because they play in Spanish, and then they get to hear me too. But who knows? Crossing
No,
fingers
that's
for
cool.
it. Yeah.
Wow. Have you ever been recognized by your voice? Like at a drive-through or, you know who you sound like?
In New York City, I'd be sitting at a restaurant talking to somebody, and then, I'm sorry, oh my gosh, I thought it was you. I heard you. And then, are you Sombra? And, at an airport, or the person
great,
doing
huh?
security, and they're like, I want a picture with you, but they don't let me because it's security. And I'm like, well, then let's go over there and we'll do it. Hi,
Oh, that's funny.
So it's happened in very strange places,
Yeah.
But I've never messed with them at a drive-through. That would be super fun.
Yeah. Give it a try. You'll be glad you did.
Please tell me, which character did you do?
Well, I've done Darkwing Duck and Don Carnage, and I might have done Tigger once or twice. A long time ago. I haven't done it in years.
And did they go, holy cow? Or were they like, sure, I'll give you your order at the next window?
Yeah, that pretty much that. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, anyway, so what do you want?
Well, I could tell a story about the very first time I met you when I was in college. The very first time I met you, you had offered, I had this I don't know, some project for like one of my classes, and it was
like apprenticeship.
I altered it with like the head of my department. I was like, hey, like I have this opportunity to go and like sit in on a recording session with Jim Cummings. Like, could I write a report about that instead of whatever we're doing? He's like, yeah, of course. And so I go in and we went to lunch beforehand. I don't know if you remember this. PF Chang's. And we're sitting in there, and I guess you were feeling in the mood that day. Maybe you wanted to, show off to me or something. I don't know.
Who knows? Yeah, probably.
And you ordered as Tigger and Pooh. And like, I've never seen a waitress like go from so professional to like melting and turning around.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I was giddy myself. I'd never heard Jim do it in person before.
So you ordered for yourself, and then for him as Tigger, you did Pooh.
Well, you never know. Sure.
But yeah, it was just funny, like seeing that transfer, and of course at conventions, it's the same thing. But seeing that in like a restaurant situation is like completely different, because you don't even for sure know if they're going to know the voice. I mean, odds are Pooh and Tigger, but you never really know.
Yeah, well, it's I've thought about it many times, and it just transports people back to being 5, and everybody had a good time when they were 5.
Yeah,
I hope.
What, right?
And my buddy Jess Harnell, he's married now, happily married.
Yeah.
But he would, we would, we'd be at a convention, be at a restaurant, and he'd go, oh, Jimmy, hey, come on, will you whisper something from Winnie the Pooh in her ear and say something nice about me? And I said, sure. And so I would whisper something I would whisper something nice.
Nice, not dirty.
PG, maybe PG-13.
Okay,
R-rated. No, PG-13.
That's
I'm kidding.
great.
I'm kidding. And they would sit there and they go, yeah. And Jess says, whenever they sit there and go, it's a good sign. So I said,
that's hilarious.
Okay. And he had his reasons. And I won't be telling you the way he elaborated, but it was a good sign.
Good. I'm so happy that
I'm so happy to know that I'm a wingman.
Yes, you are a good one.
I'm a good wingman.
Absolutely.
We've mentioned Pooh Hefner before on the podcast.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I know.
That was Jess's.
I recall a few dinners at cons. I'd be at the far end of the table, but I'd hear you doing Dirty Pooh over there. And
Dirty
Pooh. It was
Pooh.
very funny.
Dirty Pooh. That just doesn't sound right, does it?
So good.
Sounds like something that you get with a 6-month-old.
That too, yeah.
That too, yeah.
Oh man.
We've really classed up this podcast. I hope you guys are appreciating the efforts we're going to really class it up.
Here, my whole family loves Winnie the Pooh, and now they're gonna go, oh man, you just killed it for me.
Oh gosh.
Well, actually,
I apologize.
I did want to share. Growing up, my grandma was so organized and always planning stuff. So her friends called her Rabbit. Oh. And then my aunt was Owl because she was so smart and wise.
Oh, that's good.
And our uncle Jamie, he was a little chubby, so he was Pooh. And then my other aunt was, tiny and fair, and so she was Piglet.
Oh, the dear.
Yeah. And then apparently when my mom came around, they called her Alexander Beetle. Have you heard of Alexander? I looked it up. It was a little tiny beetle in one of the books. And
A. Milne book?
Yes.
Pooh,
Yeah.
Pooh series?
Yeah. It's not a character that's very well known, but because she was the smallest and she came along later, then she was
Well,
Alexander.
I never even heard Alexander Beetle.
And then I Googled it today just to make sure. I'm like, does this thing really exist? Or did they make it up to make my mom feel better? No, it exists. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to check that out.
So Pooh's
I've
been...
got my marching orders now.
Yes,
check
Google
out
Alexander
Alexander
Beetle.
Beetle.
Yeah.
Beetle.
Beetle.
Okay.
It's a little bug.
All right. All right. Send your cards and letters in. Let us know.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. All right. We like to play this game on this podcast.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if you're familiar with it. I don't know how much research you've done on us, but it's a voice swap game. And so how it works, if you're willing to play.
I'm absolutely willing to play.
How it works is Jim will say one of his lines of one of his characters, say Pooh or Tigger, Darkwing, et cetera, and then you'll say that same line verbatim, but in your character voice. So say Pooh and Sombra, and then we'll go backwards and Sombra and Pooh, and et cetera. We'll do it a couple times if you're up
So
for
I'll
it.
do the Pooh line in my Sombra voice.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Wait, but let's think here, because we need to get like a variety of your characters.
Yeah,
you know
maybe
we'll hear
not,
about it. You know we'll hear about it if we don't do a variety of your characters.
If we don't, yeah, that's right. That's
Yes,
right.
from the powers that be.
That's
Yes. How about
Who's one we haven't done in a while?
yeah? How about Don Carnage
How about Don Carnage?
from Chippendale Rescue Rangers? And I think that he was vaguely from Cuba,
funny. Okay, that's very great.
sort of. But hard to say where he was from. But
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
definitely a Caribbean,
Cool.
sort of a groovy guy. You know something? If I was not me, I would envy you because you get to meet me.
That's a great line. And Sombra would say that.
And I actually did say that in the cartoon.
Oh my gosh, did you make that line up? Uh-huh. Oh my God. Okay, even more brilliant. I'm going to try and get it. But Sombra is pretty badass. So she would say, you know, if I wasn't me, I would want to be you because I would envy you because you would get to meet me.
That's the one.
But now I started doing something like the Puss in Boots. No. If I
That's
say
true.
that again, if I was,
You know something? If I was not already me, I would envy you because you get to meet me.
okay. You know, if I wasn't already me, I would envy you because you would get to meet me.
There you go. Yes.
Oh man, I love that line.
A nice humble statement.
Real humble, yeah.
Very humble. Okay, now it's
I
your
was going to
turn.
give you a Spanish one, but that's Sombra's main one. But let's do another one. She says, I would like to say it was nice working with you, but it wasn't.
That's pretty good. That calls, I think, for Darkwing.
I think so.
I would like to say that it was nice working with you, but it wasn't.
He would for sure say something like that.
Yeah, that's very, very Darkwingy.
So good.
That's pretty good.
good.
Well, you've just secured yourself a guest starring role, Missy.
Oh my gosh, please.
If we ever started up, we're
Amazing.
waiting. By the way, hint, hint, hint. What time is it? Yeah. Come on, it's Darkwing
Come on, guys,
o'clock.
Darkwing Duck.
How about we do one more back and forth?
Oh,
Let's
yeah,
do
no,
it.
we could do a lot more. Are you kidding?
Oh, yeah, perfect.
But I'm going to let him start always.
All right.
Oh, fine. Okay. Let's see then.
What about good old Fuzzy Lumpkins?
Okay, Fuzzy Lumpkins. He's from Powerpuff Girls.
Powerpuff Girls.
And he's the biggest hillbilly you ever, if that helps. I'm going to tell you again for the last time. Get off of my property.
I'm going to do Raze. I'm going to tell you again for the last time. Get out of my property. Out, off.
Off.
Get off of my property.
And get out, too.
And get out too.
There you
Get
go.
off and in and about and over.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Yeah, repent. Yes.
All right, go ahead, make me.
I have a Raze one that I feel like would be really sweet for Pooh. She's very community oriented. She's maternal even though she's badass. And she goes, "Aw, surrounded by mia familia. We won't lose."
Oh, surrounded by mia familia. We want to lose.
Like Pooh, how
He went a little little bit
He got an
Italian.
accent.
Yes, I love it.
Just a little
so
on there.
great.
I think I leaked into Italy a little bit.
Yeah. But that's cool. I think he,
It's okay.
his
Italian
Italian
too.
roots came out.
It was in the Romance languages.
Yeah, of course.
There you go. There we go.
It's great.
Mit der Ersplitten Ladenbummen. You never see, nothing in German sounds friendly.
But
You ever notice Europa? Mit der Schwittel der Hotnöten. It's like, I'm sorry. No, I just said you look great today. Oh, well, I didn't.
But for animation, when you add a little bit of German, it's like all elegant and stuff, or like a little bit eccentric,
Yeah.
Like it's got that thing, like, oh, we're going to a dance party in Berlin,
I like that. I feel like the three little pigs in Shrek.
Like they're German and they're fabulous.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It always has like some flair.
Very cartoony accents.
Yeah.
My favorite German accent is Christoph Waltz. I love his
I
accent.
mean, he's just also
It's like so
legend.
suave.
Yeah.
So suave
Yeah.
and threatening and playful. And I just love him as an actor.
Oh, yeah, me too. He's the guy. And he was in
He was
Schindler's
the
List. And
no, Inglorious Bastards.
Inglorious Bastards.
Inglorious
Yes, he
That's
was
one.
the
Yes.
Jew hunter.
Yes.
He kills
Oh,
it.
my
I mean,
God.
he's just so talented.
He's
Yeah.
really good.
One of the best opening scenes ever.
Yeah.
Just phenomenal.
Yeah, I agree.
Tarantino's such a good writer. That's what Tarantino is. He's such a good writer. Like he's such a good writer.
Yeah.
He can just make like a 15-minute conversation entertaining.
Absolutely.
And
Oh,
like
God,
all
yeah.
people are doing
Yeah.
are talking back and forth.
Yeah.
That would be a cool thing for your Twisted Tunes. One of those conversations.
Harvey Keitel.
Yeah.
In all the voices.
Or voice swaps, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Voice swaps.
Yeah, yes. Critter swaps.
Wait.
What's
I
another
wanted
one
to
of
give you
your
another.
favorites?
Yeah, another Sombra one.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I thought words. I thought this was supposed to be the most advanced security system on the planet, and then she hacks it.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought this was supposed to be the most advanced security system on the planet. I'm finna hack it.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna hack into anything. He doesn't sound
he's
like
gonna hack
he's
it
too
with an
capable.
axe.
I got my ag right here.
Yeah.
I'm finna hack it up something fierce.
First, so I have one, a Raze one, my Brazilian lady. She's very explosive. I think it would be good for Tigger.
Oh, okay.
Paint, check. Charges, check. Brakes, nowhere in sight.
Paint, check. Charges, check. Brakes, nowhere in sight.
And off he goes.
And off he goes,
Yeah.
bouncing into the sunset.
Yeah.
Got a bone. There we go.
I
Now
love
dance.
the Tigger song. What was it?
The wonderful thing about Tigger is Tigger, the wonderful things. Their tops are made out of rubber. Their bottoms are made out of springs. They're bouncy, flouncy, 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 fun, 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 fun. But the most wonderful thing about Tigger is I'm the only one. I'm the only one. I've never heard that song. The first time I've
Never.
ever
You're
done that song.
That's amazing. You just pulled it out of
just knew
nowhere.
it.
You're
Pulled it out of
a
nowhere.
genius. Amazing.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
thank you so much for doing our show.
My gosh, thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
was
Yeah, I really
awesome.
appreciate it.
Yeah. Super fun.
Now, before we close, is there anything you want to get off your chest to let us know about in the future?
Yeah,
Any
what's
given
upcoming, what to
thing?
look forward to?
What's up? Anything.
Well, apparently, I will be in Darkwing Duck at some point.
All right.
Yes.
And maybe
Good.
apparently in all the things that Jim is working on.
Yeah, there you go.
Currently, a few video games that are under NDAs.
Mm-hmm.
And a really great animation that's also under an NDA, but I'm very excited for 2026 when it
Nice.
comes out. But for now, I just,
See you at the next
you can
con.
hear me on an asthma commercial.
An asthma
yes,
commercial?
I'm
all for asthma.
Yeah. Well, this is for Trelegy. It helps
Oh,
asthma.
it helps. Oh, I
yeah,
see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
You thought they were advertising to
I
get
thought they were-
asthma?
Go get asthma,
Gee,
guys.
yeah, good. That's a great condition.
And if you listen to, Spanish radio, you can. I'm helping people get the vaccine for shingles. It's important.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yeah. So just some commercial stuff, but not
Rain spots and shingles.
Yeah, exactly.
And okay.
Jingles. Oh, that was my first musical.
What?
The Sound of Music.
Oh, wow.
When I was a kid, when I was 4.5, I
Yeah,
did
you were
that
saying
music.
that.
I wasn't
How cool.
Maria, but I was the little girl. So yeah,
Yeah, you were the cute little girl.
cute little girl who doesn't want to go to bed.
I know her.
Thank you for having me. May we?
Thank you.
May we bump into each other at Comic Cons and
Let's do that.
I'm sure we will.
make fans happy with our voices.
Yeah.
Yes.
What conventions do you have coming up? Do you have any?
No, I just finished my last one that was lined up for this year. So I'm hoping.
Well, more to come.
Yeah.
But you have a YouTube channel. People can follow you there. Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to be putting more content on there.
Yeah. You have a
YouTube
good following
and TikTok.
on there. I was checking it out.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of video game stuff, interviewing actors and doing voice swaps. A lot of fun. But it's going to be a little bit more active now. TikTok and YouTube and Insta.
Nice.
So always updating stuff there.
It's a lot of effort, but I can, I'm not to speak for you, but I mean, just in the 2 years that we've been doing this podcast, it translates into other things too, like people at conventions and spreading the word. I mean, there's so many times where I've been at a convention with you and people were like, I wouldn't have known you were here without TikTok or without, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah.
Oh, yeah.
And then, we've told these stories so many times at panels. At Comic Cons, we think, everyone knows that story.
Right.
But
I think that a lot,
gazillions
yeah.
of people haven't heard the story. So if it's on TikTok under your channel, it's
Yeah.
it's a place
But
for you to directly
it's not
share.
like you can make up stuff that from the past to change it. It's like, no, well, that's how it happened. You're kind of stuck with the facts. So if you're recounting something, it's got to be from real memory.
Well, you
unless
could
you
be
make
like
stuff up.
You could be like Jamie Foxx and just like have you ever seen that?
Oh,
Does he make stuff up?
Oh yeah.
But, like,
they'll show
comedically.
I don't know. Well, he's a funny guy.
Oh, he's talking
But
like
he'll be telling stories, and then like people will show clips from like the same story that he
No.
told on different talk shows, and then there's always like he'll tell a story
different.
about like an actor that he was working with, but like they had passed away like 4 years before he's telling the story took place, or like
oh God.
it's like hold on, if you really like do research, like you can poke a hole in any one of his stories.
Ooh.
Hilarious man.
That's
Yeah.
But I mean,
he's
he's an
hysterical.
entertainer. I think he'll
He is
take
a
the
very
liberties to be
entertaining.
more entertaining than factual.
Hey,
yeah.
sometimes you remember things in a weird way and then you start adding and subtracting stuff.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
had moments where I'll tell my sister, like, you remember that time when I did this when we were kids? She's like, you didn't do it, I did it. And I'll be like, no, I did it. And then you go, wow, the memory's a crazy thing,
Sure
like
is.
Yeah.
not that that's what is happening there. I don't know, but it's
Yeah.
funny how we kind
We'll
of,
never know. I don't even know.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll never know.
Yeah, he'll never know either.
Good luck with this one, man. I don't know. I wouldn't trust him.
But once again, thank you so much for being
Thank you
here. Really
guys.
appreciate
Such
it.
an
That was a
honor.
fun time. And thank you guys all for watching. We really appreciate you. I'm not sure why I'm tongue tied. I haven't had my water. Hold on. Let me
We're
have some
making you
water.
nervous.
Hold
We're
on.
making you
I
nervous.
know. I just always
doubt
get
it.
so nervous
Probably
when the
not.
spotlight's
Doubt it.
on me.
He's not getting nervous.
Whenever the
he's getting thirsty.
spotlight's on me, I'm like, oh no, I have to do the closing.
Fine, now
I have to do the talking.
But thank you all for watching so very much. We really appreciate it. If you like this content, be sure to like and subscribe. It just really helps us out and see what you guys like, and recommends to you what you like. And if you like this content so much you want to see more, you can check us out on Patreon. Toon'd In with Jim Cummings on Patreon. There's bonus content, there's additional episodes, there's extended episodes, there's all that good stuff, giveaways.
Yes.
You know the drill over there. If you want some merchandise, you can go to Jim Cummings Closet on Shopify, get some keychains, get some t-shirts, get some cool stuff over there. Yes, ma'am. Some good stuff over there. And with all that said and done, once again, I'm producer Chris, the legend himself, Mr. Jim Cummings,
Thank
and
you, everybody.
Carolina Ravassa. Thank you so much for being here
Thank
today.
you.
And we will see you all in the next one.
Boom.
Sweet.
Boom.
And it's just that easy.
That easy.